With Gears of War Judgment, we have the free-for-all game mode, which is every man for himself. You can run in, and if you're just kind of a casual player, you want to get in and shoot stuff, that's definitely the mode for you. We still have the traditional team deathmatch. The one thing we didn't have in that is any sort of objective mode. So we introduced the Domination game type.
That is a 5-on-5 competitive game where you have 3 rings around the map. When you control a ring, you earn points, and the first team to earn 250 points wins the match.
Which is team-based and objective-based, so it's kind of the best of everything that is Gears.
This is the mode for the purist, right? I mean, this is probably my favorite mode in the game.
Objective captured.
We also introduced a whole new slew of changes just to the way the game feels in terms of movement and controls.
Being able to quick toss grenades, being able to quickly switch weapons. Player movement has actually increased a little bit. You can jump out of windows, you can drop off of ledges, and so it adds a lot of verticality into the maps that we've never had before in Gears.
No matter how far down it is, you can mantle over and go. When you run up to the end of a building, you can jump off the side of it. You might take damage, you may stumble and fall. When you hit the ground, you may fall to your death. But if you want to take that risk, then you can do it.
One of the great tricks is if you rev up your chainsaw and you jump off right onto somebody, you'll just slice right through them. It's always a good surprise for the guy in the bottom and a lot of fun for the guy jumping down.
There's guys coming at you from above you and behind you and down the corridor, and it really made us rethink the way we built everything.
Being able to go almost anywhere changes the way you think, changes the way you can sneak up on people, changes the way you can get the drop on your enemies. It's just made it way more exciting. Again, trying to make it more intense, just trying to keep you in the fight, keep you in the action.
That combination of like listening to the fans and trying to bring to the table what they want, and then also, trying to just, throw some new things into the mix and see, what we think is compelling and discarding the things that aren't. It's those two things that have really, continued to fuel the Gears franchise and Gears of War Judgment.
I've seen other studios and other experiences where, it's just a job. But everyone that works on, a Gears of War game or whatever it is that Epic's making, they're excited to go touch that product. They're excited to go to playtest.
And this is the mode that probably has the most intense kind of like playtest matches here internally. It's like, it's purist and it's challenging, and it brings out the competitor in everybody.
In the game test lab, this has turned out to be a really, really intense experience that very often comes down to the last second or the last possible moment. Games tend to either be a blowout or there's these like super competitive, intense matches where you don't know who's going to win until it finally happens.
We're gamers at heart, and we want to make sure that our fans know that we're passionate about what we're putting into the product, but we're also passionate in making sure that it's an experience that they're going to love and that they're going to want to pick up and play just as much as us.